On a specified 1,000. Now playing.
Yeah, go ahead with that.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to episode 44 of Schnozzcast for November 1st, 2019. Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. Hey, tubers.
Hello, YouTube. Nice to meet you.
Hope YouTube shows up to film one day.
Yeah, speaking of that, whatever happened with that great idea of reaching out to the GoPro, the good folks at GoPro to get a sort of a sample camera in exchange for
Hold up that is working well.
Nothing.
Well, we do know that she's not your fucking waitress.
That's right.
And she's not your fucking girlfriend.
Not either of those things.
Yeah. That part, that's solid. That's been trussed up and supported.
And the jacket finally came off. We were in like a slaughterhouse, a cold dungeon.
It was cold down here.
When we first came in, and I said, Danielle, I'm surprised you're not cold. She's like, my jacket's still on. I'm like, oh, okay. In a very similar voice to the ain't your fucking waitress, and ain't your girlfriend. And it was very similar. But now the jacket's off, so there's a lot more smiling going on.
Yeah.
The tootsies are getting nice and warm.
That's right.
We might have to rethink some of this if once we get into the cold winter months of the 20 degrees, buried by snow outside.
I know. We didn't do this in the winter last year?
We started, when did we start? January?
I don't know.
Was it January?
Yeah, it was January.
Yeah, so if we can make it to then, we've gone a full year.
We'll have to get Jack's foot heater. Bring it down here. In case for the audio listeners,
Christ.
you guys don't know.
But let's tell the story again.
Jack has outgrown Bob and outgrown his bed. He's become so tall that he's kicked out the bottom slats of his child bed. The only way to describe it's a child's bed. Mm-hmm. And I think there's ducks on the side or something like that. And so when I asked
you motherfucker.
When I asked Bob, he's 17 by the way. When I asked
I am not 17. I wish I was.
Jack.
Jack is also not 17. Everything that you just said is wrong.
How old is he?
He's 18.
Oh, now he's 18?
Yeah. Just turned 18 in September.
Well, it only makes my case more solid.
It's not really helping. I should have said he's 6.
Right.
Right.
So we had asked where the heater was, because Bob at one time had a tower heater.
No. I told you what happened.
No, I said, where's the heater? And
tonight.
Bob said, it's Jack's heater. It's probably in his room. And I said, well, of course, his feet probably get cold because they stick out from the covers towards the end of the bed, and he needs a foot heater.
It's like it's a Charlie the Chocolate Factory kind of a situation going on. Grandpa Joe.
Everybody's in the same bed.
Everybody's in the same bed.
Blankets about
their feet sticking out of the bed.
Blankets about the size of like a fancy napkin that you would. Toes just
a doily.
Yeah. Shooting out of the
good
bottom.
Pull, Danielle.
Thanks.
That's the part that she holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good pulls.
The feminine portion brings in words like doilies.
Doilies, and not your fucking girlfriend.
And not your fucking waitress.
Phrases you will not hear from anyone but Danielle.
So maybe next time we can convince Jack to let us use his heater. But this one's doing a fine job.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, I think it's alright. Now that it's burned all
burned all the dust
off. Yeah. It's fried all the spiders that happen to be living inside.
Ooh. Could smell that when it started.
It was quite pungent. Stings the nostrils.
Yeah.
Alright, so anybody out there on Podbean, Cory? Are we talking to an empty room?
So far, yes.
Alright.
Great.
I was told we were supposed to be having someone join, but
Yeah, I heard that Tiffany was going to join, but opening an app and jumping in the room seemed to be a bit of a challenge. She was trying to figure out.
So, Bob, how can I listen to this? Well, you can do it while you're in the shower. You can do it while you're bathing yourself. Are they going to be able to see me? No, but you'll be able to hear us.
I'll just know.
Ooh.
On my own.
Light some candles around the tub.
Yep, so you've brought us into housekeeping. And I think the question to the answers you were giving was, how can you listen to Schnozzcast?
Yeah, well, Cory did a fantastic job with that last week when I got up to have a beer. So I would almost implore you to have that conversation again.
Well, absolutely. I actually had that conversation with everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, me mostly, but I enjoyed I enjoyed the look on Cory's face when he knew the trail you were going down. It was like, I saw him, he kind of like looked around like, where is that fuck stick that normally answers his stupid ass questions that he asks all the time? And he said, oh, Cory, so if you were doing this, he's like, oh, well.
You did a great job.
I enjoyed it.
It wasn't like an existential, flight of fancy from Nick Bader.
No.
But it was very factual, to the point.
Yeah.
I'm giving you all the credit in the world here, sir.
Which is why he's going to do it again.
Am I, though?
Hey, Cory.
No, Bob.
Hey, Cory. I understand that we don't have the capability to simultaneously...
Simulcast.
We can simulcast, thank you, sir, on Podbean Live and on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
We were just looking at, we were talking about like, November's a 3-paycheck month for some folks, and if we get a little bit of extra scratch, what would we want to spend on for the podcast? And so, what did you and I had this conversation? What were some of the things that we tossed around?
Well, we discussed another chair, a more comfortable chair.
Mm-hmm. Although I haven't heard Danielle complain.
She's not a complainer.
Isn't she though? She's not your fucking girlfriend.
Only when people tell her to do things.
That's true.
Believe me, you.
Danielle, sit in that chair.
People don't ask nicely for me to do things.
We're going to get to that in a minute, because I want to explore that. Anyway, some of the new chair.
A new chair. We also talked about possibly a mixer. No, we didn't discuss them. We kind of tossed around a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of different things.
But I think what kind of superseded all that was buying another microphone and a splitter.
Yeah.
So if we did have the amount of people that we do right now plus one, we'd still even be able to do a caller on the phone.
Yeah, because conceivably with your setup, I'm going to call this the Nick Bader configuration.
Sure.
We've got one splitter used in one of the 4 inputs, so we could buy up to 3 more splitters,
right,
and 3 more microphones.
Yeah, I'm the one that initially bought the splitter, so.
Oh, that's why it's the Nick Bader configuration.
Right, I know how it works.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of
explaining it for the people listening, not for the people here.
But you're looking at me. There was a lot of finger wagging going on when I mentioned the splitter. I heard.
We did not understand the majesty.
I read a lot of things online and blogs and articles about how we're going to sacrifice content. As regards to the audio quality is going to go down, and I'm like, well, here it is, and so it's set for a week. Luckily, it was preserved by the cold temperatures in the basement.
Still not gone away, despite the fact that we continue to give him credit for coming up with the idea.
True, very true.
Kind of odd how that.
And we
very awkward.
And we used it, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, they all know.
I will go to the Nick Bader splitter store and get another one.
No, we were just tossing around like, hey, the next time we get a few ducats, burning a hole in our pocket, what would we spend it on? And I think we determined that was probably the front runner. We also talked about a video splitter, or like a switcher for multiple video.
Yeah, but the down part to that was the having to get the new camera and all that. It would end up costing.
Yeah, but
a lot more out of
Christmas
pocket.
is coming.
This is true.
And perhaps if someone put that on their list of Santa Claus, they might get
the old Santa Claus.
New camera, a brand new, a net new camera for the podcast.
I think they will. As long as that hose and heater are taken care of.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you might have to work for this one, sir.
What didn't we say? It's going to freeze to the ground today? Or something?
It's already frozen last night to the side of the house, to brick.
What's frozen?
So, can we tell the story?
You can tell the heater hose story.
Oh, sure. So we stopped up at Uncle Ray's Official last night.
No, how about we don't tell the story? Why?
Well, then it makes everything we just talked about make no sense.
That's fine.
Continue.
Danielle, would you like us to tell the story?
I would.
Oh, all right. Well.
Is this like if we're the police and we come to the house and Cory says, you can't come into my house, but then you as his wife or whatever come up and say, well, it's my house too, yeah, come on in. So is this the same concept where you're giving us permission to tell the story?
I mean, I don't even know what the story is.
You speak on behalf.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here.
A couple.
No.
You walked in with Cory. Did you not hear about it after the fact?
No.
Well. Okay. In the interest of this being a balls-busting podcast, in which I've already taken shit for the 11th time about my son's height and his sleeping arrangements.
Yep.
Nick and I showed up at the bar and ran into Cory's mom
Mm-hmm.
and Scott. Do you not want me to tell the story?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think I just got the green light. You can say no.
Oh, I know I can.
If you say no, I'll stop right now.
You can tell me later.
It's really not that great of a story after all this.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's fine.
You're almost insisting that I tell it now.
Totally insistent.
See, now you just sucked all the joy out of it.
Good.
I don't want to tell it. Suffice to say, get that fucking heater working and get the hose pulled inside so we can all move on.
Yep, moving on.
I have a feeling. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know you do. All right, so while we were at Ray's,
Yes.
someone thought that you were their fucking girlfriend.
No, waitress.
Or fucking waitress.
I said waitress last night.
So tell us what happened.
I mean, I don't know what Joe's deal was last night,
So
but
Joe was at the bar.
yes,
And he was throwing darts.
requesting that I keep ordering him drinks and
Only you?
yes,
Like he walk over to you?
yes. Hey, can you tell Dawn to get me another beer? And I'm like, I mean, I guess.
First time you were like, sure.
Did he call you
Can't-
sugar tits
No.
or some other sort of derogatory?
No.
Okay. All right. At least he was polite about it then.
Right. Well, then okay, that was fine.
So
'Cause-
you order him a beer.
Yeah, but then a little while later, all of a sudden I hear him yell, Danielle, and I turn around and he puts his beer up in the air. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, so he never mentioned that to me.
Oh, does he not recall it happening?
I don't remember.
Selective
I didn't hear that
memory, I'm
part.
sure. I didn't
Yeah.
hear that part either.
So
I was
then,
trying to go like, oh, I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding, Joe. I'm sure, maybe it was one of the words you used might have been offensive to a female.
no.
You didn't tell me about the wagging of the bottle.
Well, and not only did he request that of, well, I shouldn't really say request that of Danielle, but he also came up to the bar and told Danielle,
Oh, yeah.
he's like,
Here-
hey, when Dawn comes back, make her get me another beer.
Yeah.
Oh, not a please anywhere in
no,
there?
there was no please,
can
no
you
nothing.
Can you ask Dawn to grab me another beer?
Right.
No, make her get me another beer.
Yeah. Then after those two things, then he comes up and puts a $20 bill next to me and said, can you have Dawn get me some change?
I would
Two
take that
fives
$20
and-
bill, put it
and-
right in my pocket.
2 5s and 10 ones. I was like, seriously? What the-
No, he wanted two 5s and a 10.
No, he wanted singles for the
No,
dartboard.
he wanted 2 5s and a 10.
Oh, I thought he wanted
And I
singles.
told Dawn, I'm like, screw that, give them all singles. But she didn't have enough in her drawer to cover if she needed them at the end of the night, so
Yeah.
she gave him 10 singles and 2 5s.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Did it ever occur to you during all of this, as your rage was building, to ask Dawn to put your next drink on Joe's tab?
No.
You're just a better person than I am. Just all around a better person.
You alright over there?
I'm trying to try.
What?
You're trying to try?
a new port because
Yeah.
my headphones
don't use
aren't working that well.
can't
Cory's watching
either
me
here or
like a
here.
hawk, but I don't mess up his. I feel like it's only so he can go, God damn it!
All right, here we go. Yeah, you almost got it.
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's in.
Oh, right
Hear
there.
anything?
Right.
Oh,
right,
fuck this thing.
Right. Oh, no, you don't have it.
Stop! What the fuck is going on with this piece of shit?
Is that your sex talk?
Yes.
I'm trying, okay? It's awful slippery down there.
Okay.
You
Okay.
good?
The more pressure you put on me,
We're good.
That's your sex talk.
Hold on.
We're good.
But at the end of the day, too, if Joe would have just at some point said please or thank you, it probably would have
Everything
ended
would have been
differently for him. Yeah.
Yeah, but your revenge on him, your passion for vengeance was...
Yelling
Lacking.
across the bar.
No, I didn't even hear about it until later on. and it
Oh,
was
you
just-
didn't?
No.
Oh, because I did finally say to him, I'm not your fucking waitress.
Okay, good. All right.
Is it true that he said juicy wench?
No.
No,
What?
He didn't say. Okay.
Is that a phrase?
Yeah, people say it.
Do they?
Like the
What people?
1700s they used to
Oh,
say.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just curious.
Congratulations, sir. I think you just came up with the title for this episode.
Juicy Wench.
That's fine.
You saw I went with Chonk for 42. Cory.
Yes, I did see that. Good call.
With what?
Title for the episode. Chonk.
What is that?
That was the story that Todd was telling about how
Oh,
he
yeah, correct.
routinely chonked people in the fraternity. Thumbs down, as Caesar Augustus would have said.
Think your
right.
your washing's done.
No. Dishwasher.
Oh, is that what that is?
Carbon monoxide. Well, they died doing what they loved.
Guys, I don't know what's
Guys, we're all tired
So
tonight.
sleepy.
going on.
We're all really. We're all tired. And you just walking around sniffing us, lower to the ground.
Would he not be dead as well?
No, we're higher up.
So carbon monoxide is
Lighter than air.
than air?
I would assume.
Cory, can you look that up?
Is carbon monoxide later?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We can go down that road.
Yeah. Do the critters of the house outlive the people? Unless you're, sleeping on the floor.
Unless it's heavier than air, I think it would make sense because in a fire they always say stay low to the ground, but if there's a fear of carbon monoxide, they say try and stay towards the ceiling.
Okay. Are these the same people that say juicy wench?
No.
Carbon monoxide is slightly.
Don't alter it just so I'm
Yeah,
not
all
right.
No. It's because they have
Either says it, either it is or it isn't.
They have very.
Corey?
It's very scientific reason. It's confusing.
Oh, big words. Do you want Danielle to?
No, it's just the way it's worded.
Tahi. Tahi.
The Harry. It's the. Carbon monoxide is slightly lighter than air
Damn it.
and diffuses evenly
that's it.
throughout a room. So they tell you that's why you should never place a carbon monoxide detector low on a wall.
Right.
It should always be high. But I don't know too many people that have outlets
Right.
That-
very high up on their wall.
High up in the air.
Yeah.
I do you remember there's a house that I went to for like a summer pool party, and they had this incredible basement that was just decked out in cedar and oh my god, anything you can imagine, punching bags, full wet bar, pool tables, foosball, big screen TV, giant wraparound couch. They had outlets that were like eye level.
I mean,
That's awkward.
I guess if you're freshly building your own place, yeah, you'd say, well, yeah, put an outlet up here to make it easier for. Did you take his collar off?
It didn't fall off, did it?
He's got a permanent.
Oh
mark
no!
on his neck.
Don't! I don't need him chewing that up.
No, he won't. Most dogs will carry it around if you take it off.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny. They know it's like a part of them, and they're like, what's going on? What did you just take my throat off for?
I don't think he's like most dogs.
No, he's much bigger.
Yeah, I don't know. Rue ate Remy's off his neck, so I don't know about that logic.
He ate it off.
It's not hers though.
Well, they were.
It's true.
It's like escaping prison. You're helping someone get the shackles off. I'll work on mine. You work on yours.
Keep pulling.
Right. No, we were just talking how bad we felt for Indy that he was getting so large that his collar was probably slowly constricting his neck, and that's why he's always breathing heavy. And I said, wouldn't that be funny that Bob wouldn't even know, but it's like, he's so happy because he keeps getting bigger and eating a lot. But little do we know, he's slowly taking shallower and shallower breaths. But you can't even,
Like you said, the second.
Corey's
You're really painting me out to be some sort of a monster, aren't you?
Corey said,
Oh, he makes his kids sleep in beds that are too small.
Corey
He's
said-
overfeeding his dog to the point of uncomfortable obesity, and they can't breathe. And
He does seem a lot happier right now.
Corey said, wouldn't that be amazing? You take it off and it's like, oh, Indy doesn't pan anymore. He goes, I don't even know why Bob puts a collar on. You can't even see it.
yeah, because collars are for visual pleasure. That's what they're for.
Well, I mean, no one's going to look for a dog tag underneath all that fur. They're like, oh, clearly he doesn't have a collar on. Had to shave Had to shave Indy just to find his dog tag.
I hope he starts chewing on your coat, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
all right, so
he does look happier.
Do you think we lost or gained audience members now that you've painted me as some sort of a psychopath?
I don't know. That's a good question. But you might because I think that's on its last. I don't think this one can extend any further. It looks like the adjustment. So maybe if you had like a leash or something, you could fashion into collar.
What? A leash? Turn a leash into a collar?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly the leash isn't being used for walks. So.
So Bob, what were you just saying like a week or two
ago? Hey Danielle,
ago?
should I tell that story from earlier that Cory was insisting that I tell? I feel like I really want to tell it now.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Bob,
yeah.
Remember a couple weeks ago, what was it that you said? You're like, what the fuck, man? I had like 2 people in 1 week ask me about my dog's weight. What were you saying?
I don't remember what I said.
You're pretty angry.
It was whatever they asked me.
Today when we were at Harry's, Indy came up.
Yeah.
And Cory had said that he's a very husky.
Uh-huh.
That's what I swear to God.
Telling the truth.
Yeah, somebody said something to me like,
look at him.
He probably just needs to get groomed. There's a lot of that thick fur, and I'm like, he just
actually just brought him back from there.
Yeah, I had. I can't remember what the other thing was, but yeah, I think that was one of them. Yeah.
Except for the patch that he's missing on his stomach because it drags on the ground.
Jesus. I implore you to tune into YouTube so you can see my dog walking around and make the call for yourself.
Oh, he's got plenty of cameos on episode 42.
That's true.
So,
does he have his own Facebook?
No, but for the longest time, my Instagram was his Instagram. That's all I was doing was posting uncomfortable sleeping position pictures.
Yeah, I remember because that was before we were friends on Facebook, and I specifically didn't want to be your friend on Facebook because of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to have to see these all the time.
Yeah? And then he's like, oh, that kind of slowed down a little bit. I think I'll be his friend. Oh, now it's like every weekend fucking pictures of vinyl.
Right.
Oh, God.
Does this guy sell
How
them?
can I get out of being his friend?
Does he sell records or something?
Bob peddling records on Instagram and Facebook? Or
if only I could get some sort of compensation
for
all
Bob,
the free advertising.
How about you tell Bob about Harry's setup?
Harry setup? Sorry, what?
Yeah, you'd be quite jealous. So we went to a coworker's house today for dinner and some drinks.
We were talking about like a manscaping situation. Harry setup.
Oh, we'll get to that.
All right.
But yeah, so we went to him and his wife just got a new condo out in New Boston, and he invited us over for dinner, just just past the airport.
Okay.
Like off Vining Road.
Okay.
So we got there, and he's showing us through the place. Very, very, very nice place.
Okay.
And upstairs, right next to the master bedroom, is like this. They had like this little alcove set up, and Harry has turned that into his. I don't want to say man cave because it's upstairs.
Man cove.
You can go with man cove.
All right.
And he has.
Nick does not approve.
Oh well. But he's got his.
By the way, sorry to interrupt your story, but I did laugh my fucking head off at you posting whatever it was, comment on Facebook about Joe shitting on.
Oh yeah,
that was really funny.
Because I see that stuff all the time. Because you know, it'll share on your feed.
Yeah.
And it'll show you it won't show you the rest of the comments, but it'll show you that a friend of yours commented on something.
Right.
And it's just so funny because.
What was the comment that he?
Memory lanes.
Yeah, about the 90s themed bowling alley. Well, yeah, it's going to last for like 2 minutes until all the 30-year-olds get old enough, and then the place shuts down and goes Section 8, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It was from like a total stranger, right?
No, yeah, it was like
someone he doesn't even know.
It was like an ad for the thing.
It's a Facebook group called like Nostalgic 90s.
Right.
And so they had posted that as one of their things. So there's like hundreds of thousands of people that follow it, and he just like ranted underneath, like as if someone's like really looking at the comments. It's really just a group where they post like an old 90s commercial or something like that.
This would be like if Colgate had an ad out here and he was literally 1 million followers, and he's like, "Yeah, this fucking toothpaste sucks. It's all white."
Nah, of course they're gonna put it in white too. Way to go, Colgate. No one's ever tried that, you know.
But I laughed so hard at that.
I was cracking up. I'm like, well, at least it's not just our ideas that he shits on. Like, he goes out into the world and finds things.
Finds random strangers.
Right.
The admin of the page opens it up like, carbon dioxide. Who the fuck is this guy?
Who's Joe Guido? All right, sorry. Back so Man Cove.
Yeah, here's
top
Man
floor
Cove.
of the condo. Top floor.
He's got this computer set up that is beyond belief. I mean, keyboard that's lit up and is all these flowing colors that go right into his mouse pad and mouse. Yeah, it was.
It all lights up underneath.
Handmade see-through tower glass tower with blue lights on the
he
inside.
made his own computer and
his computer screen is bigger than your TV.
All the hard drives and everything.
Wow.
Like, there was 3 hard drives in it.
Okay.
All had blue neon around it that spin with the. I'm like, that's pretty sick.
Okay.
But then you move on from that, and the speaker setup that he has. I don't even like. There's mixers and soundboards, and.
Does he make music? Does he play like guitar or something?
No, he used to work for HP.
Okay.
He's worked for 21 years or something. He said he worked for HP,
Yeah.
but ever since he was in the Army, when he was a younger guy, he was always into sound systems.
Okay.
And like he has like these 2 Dutch he knows. I mean, he knows.
Did you catch brand names? Those Klipsch or is it
no,
some other
it's
sort of...
they're older.
Okay.
But
Macintosh?
He said that nothing is circa past 1980.
Okay, so he goes for the vintage.
He goes for vintage
vacuum tube technology.
Yep. Okay. Vintage, and he works on them and refinishes them. Wow. He said he got that big silver Marantz.
Okay.
Oh, the Marantz, yes, that is the one.
All silver, and he said it was $50. And he said at the time there were like thousands of dollars to get a Marantz. And he said he literally just had to make a couple repairs on the inside, and it's blue, like backlit, it's silver dials and everything. Yeah. And he's got 4 old school like wood cased Bose from the 70s, and then the two Dutch
speakers that each have 4 speakers in the entire tower, 2 big speakers and then 2 little subwoofers.
Okay.
And those stand about 3.5 feet tall.
He bought a splitter. He's like, "What song do you want to hear? Any song."
He doesn't use all these at once. Does he like alternate?
Oh yeah,
they're all hooked.
They're all hooked into
each other.
into one system. I mean, he showed us this little like mixer that he has that he can turn down one, or turn down both speakers. But if he wants them all at full blast at once, he can have them all at full blast.
And there's a chair like right in front of him, like facing him.
Like what the old school commercial of the guy sitting in the chair getting blown away by the speakers.
Yeah.
That is his literal setup.
Is that Maxell?
Yeah.
Maxell.
And he's got
for the older people in the crowd.
He's got a digital to analog converter from his computer.
Mm-hmm.
And so literally he turned on Dwight Yoakam, and it was like crystal clear. So I'm like, how is this coming from these 1970s speakers?
Yeah.
Like, that didn't make any sense to me. But then off to the side, he's got 2 reel fed.
Reel to reel.
He's working on those. He said he's going to work on those.
They're like the 10 millimeter reels, and he's got 2 of them.
Right.
And he's gonna incorporate those into his sound system. But his the computer setup he has, and that is hooked into all that old school all the old school speakers. The one funny part is though, he still uses Napster.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Napster's still around?
Yep.
That's what we said.
He pays $10 a month for his subscription.
They are charging people?
Well, I told Danielle on the ride back, I said, when Harry first told me, he's like, because he asked me a question, and he goes, something about Napster. And I was like, Harry, are you serious? I'm like, you're still using Napster? Oh, you took pictures of it?
This is the Marantz 4270. What does it say over here? Stereo. Okay. Wow, that's
and then this is
beautiful.
And he's got a vinyl player hooked up to it.
Okay, I was going to ask, does he do vinyl at all?
Well, so apparently, I don't want to get too much into his personal stuff, but he lost his entire album collection several years back.
Wow.
During something that happened in his personal life. So he said he's just now starting back his album collection, and the first album that he says never leaves his vinyl player right now is Led Zeppelin's first album.
Yeah, nice. I like this guy already.
And he has a second one that he actually bought in Germany, and apparently got it back from Germany, and during this situation in his life that was occurring, he was able to.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's an awesome setup.
Crazy. Okay.
So he got this record player from Germany, was able to get it back to the States, and then was able to have his brother hang on to it until he cleared everything up that he needed to do. And he said he just got it back 3 days ago.
Okay.
And he has to start rebuilding it because he wants to make that his main vinyl player. And again, he knew the exact name and model number for.
It sounds like it.
To me, it was like, oh, okay, it sounds like a great fucking vinyl player. Then
That's weird. He's got a baby picture of Cory. In his uploads.
What? We'll be posting that picture up on our Facebook page later on after the show if you want to see Cory's big picture.
Yeah.
Well, that's to hear stories about people who are like super deep into one thing is always kind of cool to hear, even if you don't understand it. Just to see like the passion this guy has for something that we all using computers, listening to music, we all do it. But here's a guy who's taken it to that level where he's doing shopping online and going to eBay and flea market sales and I got a line on a crazy like old Marantz or a Macintosh receiver that for $50 that it might need a couple repairs. I think I'll go take a look at it and see what it will really take to get it back in working order, because once it works, it's got a value that's like 10 times that, or whatever it is.
Right.
That's crazy.
I just couldn't believe how great it sounded. That was crazy.
Yeah, and just like the digital converter that you have.
Yeah.
I mean, when he started, I had him play Goodnight Saigon, and when it first started, I could hear things in the background that you never would have heard.
Oh yeah.
Playing it just off your laptop
They're just helicopters.
Oh, is that it? No, son of a bitch.
It's right at the beginning.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, behind those helicopters, what you don't normally hear is there's a bunch of clowns, like beeping horns and stuff. Yeah, exactly. But you never hear that on the radio. It's way back in the mix. Anyway.
So yeah, no, there was just a lot of stuff you could hear that you wouldn't hear on a normal system.
Yeah.
So I could see why he enjoys it so much. And he did show me a couple pictures of the Marantz before once he first got it, he opened it all up. I mean, all you could see was just packed dust. Wow. And then he showed me an after picture, and it was all cleaned up
Afterbirth.
And the old smoky afterbirth.
We did talk about smoky afterbirth tonight at dinner.
That's are you trying to put a number 2 possibility for title of the episode?
I might have to
smoky afterbirth.
I might have to number 2 here in a minute.
And
we were also told by Tony that Cory's not circumcised, which was great information to have.
That's
from Tony.
Oh,
yep.
God.
Yeah, I don't know where he got that. He came up with it pretty quick, though.
Oh, did he?
He did.
So we were at Ray's. We both went to the bathroom at the same time.
No, I was actually even taken back by that one, because I didn't think Tony normally doesn't. You kind of got to push him to that level.
True. Yeah.
Because most of the time, if you go to that level, he's just like, oh, okay, all right.
The talking about your penis level.
Yes.
That's why do you go to that level again?
He's got to push him to get there.
Why would you do that?
Cory's like, finally.
No, I was very impressed. He came up with that one very, very quick.
Yeah.
Danielle? Why are you not putting a stop to this nonsense?
I sat through this nonsense already.
Yeah.
Right. And now we're making the internet sit through it.
My shrimp boil almost came back up.
Which that was the other. We had dinner at Harry's. Harry and Rachel had made dinner for us. Well, Harry didn't really make dinner. It was Rachel. But she made this amazing shrimp boil. That shrimp, sausage, corn, potatoes, and then Red Lobster biscuits and coleslaw. It was quite the meal. and it was fantastic.
We had a bunch of snacks before.
Yeah, she had like a cheese tray, like hardcore, like deli style, like brie and different kinds of cheeses and different
breads
olives,
and crackers to mash it with.
Different breads and crackers. There was this one. It was like a very mild cheese, like a mozzarella cheddar.
It was mozzarella with like a tomato basil.
Yeah, and then it was mayonnaise and red onions, and it was.
Oh no, there's Jarlsberg.
Oh yeah.
Jarlsberg
Yeah.
cheese.
Oh, that's good cheese.
Jarlsberg.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Jarlsberg.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jarlsberg mayonnaise and
Is that what your mom gets?
a couple red
Oh, I
onions.
thought
It was
so.
it was like made into like a coleslaw, and you
Okay.
spread it on crackers. Oh god, that was good.
That was very good.
You wouldn't think that combination, like cheese and mayonnaise and red onion. No,
No, but you got the softness of the cheese and the little crunch from the little. And they were finely diced red onions.
Yeah.
And very very light mayo. It wasn't like a heavy.
no.
Right.
It was just enough to
Mostly
get it
cheese.
just enough to get it to stick together.
That's
yeah.
why I didn't know what it was. She's like, have some of this. That's Jarlsberg. I love that. And I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just gonna try it. And it was good, but I couldn't. I wish I would have known it was cheese beforehand. You know, sometimes you're just kind of surprised.
Right.
I just didn't know. I didn't know what it was because it looked like
This
coleslaw.
thing I just put in my mouth. What is this?
Yeah.
I had to try it.
Oh, and then she,
Let's play a game,
in.
guys.
then she had
Turn off all the lights and play What's in My Mouth.
then she had a Cory.
Oh, he is uncircumcised.
Oh, he is uncircumcised. I was just gonna say the same thing. Yeah, he is.
There's the third title.
Chewy.
He is uncircumcised.
Skin on the end is
Well,
chewy.
okay, 4 then.
Oh, what's the third?
What's in your mouth?
Oh man. Yeah, that's true.
Juicy
Wow.
wench.
Juicy Wench. Smoky Afterbirth.
Smoky Afterbirth.
Wait, tell me. So you were saying you were already talking about Smoky Afterbirth earlier today?
Someone said something that was similar.
You-
Cory said afterbirth.
Because
As you would.
Because the crown.
Yeah, Tony brought a
Oh,
fifth
Vanilla
of.
Crown.
No. He brought. It's called Mesquite.
I brought vanilla.
Tennessee mesquite.
Tennessee Mesquite
Oh.
Crown Royal.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's an official Crown.
Yeah,
flavor.
it's actual Crown. And
Wow.
so Tony had a glass, poured himself a glass, and he tried a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, it's got a real smoky after." And he paused, and for some reason, the first thing that came to my mind, and also Nick's, was birth. And he's like, "Oh, taste." When I already said, I'm like, "Afterbirth."
So Cory's like, ooh, yeah, smoky afterbirth. I was like, oh, it's like jerky. Cory's like, oh.
Oh God.
slimy jerky.
I'm gonna guess the number of people we have in Podbean now is 0.
-5.
People came in, told us to fuck off, and then they left.
This is where once you start getting people, they pull people out of the room until you get to that 5 number,
Right.
and then they let you.
Let's just post one of our friends in here to make sure more people that come in. You should leave immediately.
Right.
Danielle, after you're done yawning, can I have another?
Yeah.
Can you grab me another beer? Thank you.
Oh, thank you, bartender.
Oh, God damn it, Cory! Now I'm
No,
not gonna get my beer.
This is not the same. He said,
I said please.
and
Thank you.
Danielle.
Thank you. Do you want the same one?
Hey, Danielle. Right.
Beer
Hello.
me.
Hello. Daniel's like, I don't know if he really needs one or not.
All right, so favorite cheese, Cory.
Right.
Was it always Jarlsberg?
Oh, yeah.
Or now it's Jarlsberg after today?
No, it always has been before.
Okay.
So when she said it was Jarlsberg, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely in.
I don't have a favorite cheese. I like all cheeses.
You gotta pick. If you had to pick one,
Cheddar.
you're going to die
You
tomorrow.
like cheddar?
You're going to die. You're going to die in 30 minutes. You can have one cheese in the next half hour. What will you pick?
Cheeses?
No,
Che-
one
did you say
cheese.
cheeses?
One cheese. Not
say-
multiple
did you say
cheeses.
I did not say cheeses.
Did you say?
She said
I feel like you did.
I
Did you say
said,
Jesus Christ?
I
feel
said
like you did.
Jesus.
Oh,
Cheese and cheese and rice.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Jesus.
Cheese and rice was like a
So
mixture of cheese.
It's
and
not just SCH. It's also CH.
Shut up.
Jesus.
rice. All right, so if you had to pick one in the next 30 minutes before you expire,
I think we can add some more words to the word box. Cheez-Its.
what would it be? What would it be? Come on, Danielle.
Oh my God, Bob.
Got to pick one.
I like
See?
Colby.
Colby. All right,
Bob.
perfect.
Colby Jack.
CHEESUS. We're gonna put it in the box.
No, that's a fifth title.
Jesus.
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 I said Jesus. I did not think Jesus.
What would Jesus look like?
Would he have holes like Swiss, or would he have mold like a Limburger, or
Yeah. Like a blue cheese?
Blue cheese, yeah. Veiny, sort of a.
Oh, okay.
You gone too far.
Now we're back to Cory's penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we are. Nick, favorite cheese?
What is the name of it? It's like it's kind of a version of Parmesan, but it's called
Perfect.
Velveeta?
No. No, maybe this
It's the poor man's Velveeta.
Velveeta.
It's like Bellatano or something like that,
Okay.
but it's really good. Bellavitano, I think is what it's called.
Okay. How did you stumble upon that one?
Because my sister had like a charcuterie tray or whatever they're called.
Charcuterie?
Yep, that too.
All right.
And Jesus, Bob.
Bless you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
And she had that, and I was like, holy fuck, this is good. Like it's like a very strong tasting Parmesan, and it's really good. Like a mixture between like a white cheddar and a strong Parmesan. It's really, really good.
Okay, now I want to try it.
Oh,
That
God.
does sound good.
Yeah, it's got Bellavitano, I think is what it's called when you look it up.
Yes, sir.
So we're 45 minutes in. We think it's that time.
The mummified fireball.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Remember, that was from the Moonshine podcast. We needed a way to very quickly chill it.
Here you go.
Preserve.
Bellavitano.
Nice.
They make all different kinds. This
Okay.
is.
I wonder if you can get that at Kroger.
Yeah, you think you can.
Okay.
That's like a raspberry Bellavitano, but I just like the regular. They have that.
Danielle, are you partaking or no?
No, I'm okay right now.
Ooh.
There's a Dr. McGillicuddy upstairs if you want to go run up and grab it.
Why, you're not feeling well?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, I heard someone was not feeling well. Let me check you out.
Is that Ivana Tinkle's personal physician?
Yeah, Dr. McGillicuddy.
Didn't sound.
Put up your pants and take your temperature.
I was going to say it didn't sound Irish in any way.
Thank you, Bob. Well, Bob's doling out shots.
Oh, I think I'd have to go with Havarti. I had a smoked Havarti once, which is really good.
Havarti, I hardly know her.
I don't know how that applies, but okay.
Hey, Cory.
Hey, Bob.
We have a tradition on the Schnozzcast.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, I'm just going to ask you to explain it to any new listeners we might have out there. Right about now, we're about to do a what?
A Schnozzcast schnot,
Yes, sir. That's it.
as
So-
Danielle would say.
I would not say that in that way.
Danielle, do you want to sort of invite the listeners to join us and tell them what to do?
Jesus, Bob.
You don't have to do it in an accent or any other sort of thing. You just tell
Oh, but doesn't she?
No, she
won't.
does not.
How many
Also true.
how many-
She will not.
How many hours collectively have we spent trying to get her to use any other accent but her own?
Yep.
Corey, if you asked her one day, like if you guys were, we're
No.
gonna have a good time tonight, hey,
Talk a little dirty to me.
Yeah. I really would like it. Just any accent. Just try something. Like
Yeah.
say something to me. No, she wouldn't do it.
No, I haven't asked.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, Cory demands total silence.
You hush you.
Shut your dirty mouth.
Bob.
Speak when spoken
Bob.
to. Right.
Corey goes on. What? Well, I'm not gonna.
All right, so Danielle, I'm trying to dish it off to you. Normally we tell the listeners, like, hey, we're about to, you could do whatever, here's what you should do to join us, etc. Get your something to drink. And, do you know what
I've never
we've
seen
done
you
this. We've done this
sleep
like
with their
40
eyes
sometimes. So do you?
I don't think I
no?
ever really listened to what you guys exactly say.
Oh,
How often
that's
do you
gonna
think
kill-
she
that's gonna
sits at
hurt
the
us.
table just spacing out, going, "Please Please be over soon. Please be over soon.
She's just in her head going.
No, I'm not singing the chicken.
I'm sorry, what?
It's in my head.
What about?
Not at all.
It's going no.
Yeah.
No.
You see her at the table. What?
What are you dancing to there?
Nothing.
I'm sorry. What was my pick of the week? Is that what you're?
Restless leg syndrome. A little ants in my pants.
I do have
Why
restless
are you?
leg
Why
syndrome.
are you flapping your arms?
No reason. Just every once in a while, just kind of just stretch out.
Let them breathe.
Yeah.
It's restless wing syndrome.
All right, Cory. What can the listeners do now to join us?
If anyone would like to go grab a drink or a shot
Danielle.
and join us in a Schnozzcast shot,
Schnot.
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and we'll pause right now.
And we're back.
There we go. Here's the
Here's mud in your eye.
this is episode 44.
They did have Tennessee Mud tonight. Cory brought.
Yes.
Oh, well, you did. Good.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
gave Harry some Tennessee Mud and some of the avocado moonshine as well.
We had the largest shot.
Ooh.
Harry Tennessee Mud is not something I want to hear about.
Oh, it was dirty.
He is from the South.
Alabama.
Did you say Abalama?
Alabama.
Okay, just check it.
Abalama ding dong.
I was thinking that in my head.
You're like, if I was cheesus and rice, what would my nickname be?
Abalama ding dong.
Seriously, what color are the skies
see
in
our-
Danielle's world? Jesus and rice and abalaba ding dong.
Abalama ding dong.
What are these words that you say all the time?
Danielle, tomorrow is Saturday, so in the morning I might get up and listen to an album.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't trip and fall down the stairs and have to call an ambulance.
You just tripped over that sentence, didn't you? Not the scares.
got a little ahead of myself there.
You were in character.
Yeah.
You were just
exactly.
trying to talk like Danielle.
Well, it sounds like Harry's party was a good time. I would love to see his speaker setup.
Oh, dude, like I say,
Those pictures I feel like were awesome, but they probably don't do it justice.
No, because and I think that was from his old setup because he just moved here in July. So this is, I mean, it's like officially. I mean, everything. I mean, his house is beautiful. It's like a condo, but it's there's nothing out of place.
It's fucking huge for a condo.
Yeah.
There's nothing out of place. Everything. It's almost like things are on the wall where you should have things on the wall, and I mean, it was just very nice. Like you would almost go in and be like, yeah, was this one of the models?
Well, I felt really bad too because when we walked in, he was taking us through the house. We went upstairs to the guest bedroom that you can tell no one's like really ever been in.
Yeah.
And I went to go look out the window, and I'm stepping on the carpet, and I'm like, dude, did they just put new carpet in here? He's like, yeah, new carpet and padding. I'm like, oh, like, and I asked when we walked in, like, do you want us to take our shoes off? Like, no, come on in. And then we got upstairs, I'm walking over that carpet, I'm like, I feel fucking terrible right now. Because I'm like, it was almost like a trampoline you were on. There was so much padding underneath it.
And I had deliberately stepped in dog shit.
And that's
I'm like,
I had literally just walked over some of the grass on your front lawn to get to the front door.
Dude, why are you walking on his grass?
Because his truck was right there. You couldn't walk on the driveway.
I'm like, come on, boy.
No, I wouldn't have done that. Just quickly get to the house.
This guy and his grass.
Very, very nice. Had the LED fireplace.
That fireplace was very nice.
With glass rocks.
Yeah.
Entertainment center, all dark cherry. That was different color. I mean, everything was granite countertops in the kitchen.
It was a big ass kitchen too.
All kinds of booze, beer steins up on a really nice. I mean, everything was like new. There wasn't like the old chair over in the corner.
They clearly taken the time to decorate it the way they wanted, and they were like
all leather chairs and couches.
Well, and and I do remember Harry saying when they were in the middle of moving, in which the situation they were coming from, he couldn't be happier.
Okay.
To get into this new place.
Right.
And he basically said they left everything that they had at where they were at.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm getting everything brand new. He's like, I don't want a single old thing that from where we were at.
Right.
He's like, I'm just getting everything
Except
brand
the rants.
Yes. The rants and the sound system was definitely all new.
Yeah.
Or old stuff that he brought in, but he said everything else. He's like left it all behind. He's like ordered all new stuff and want to just start over.
Some people put all their money into travel. Some people have hobbies or obsessions, like it sounds like Harry does, and that's where that's where they're happiest. And it almost sounds like, I've not been there, but it sounds like it's the kind of place that you'd just walk in the door and just kind of go, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're you know, he had a part of that room with his computer and everything in it. He had, you know, professionally mounted triangle American flag that it was his dad's over his casket, pictures that were all professionally up, and helmets from the Vietnam War and things like that.
He actually had a helmet from a Vietnam soldier that his dad had brought back.
Okay.
And I mean, you could actually see stains on the canvas
there was a
of
blood
it.
stain on it.
He
For
said,
sure.
he said, this was a Viet Cong or whoever that died. My dad took this helmet off of him. We heard a couple suspicious noises in the house, and I said, well, I think I know who your ghost is. So.
But yeah, no, he has. It was an awesome setup, and the food, and then of course on top of that, she said it was the original recipe was enough for 12, and she scaled that back.
Yeah.
And rather than them just hanging on to it and having it for dinner the next couple of days, she bagged it all up for all of us and gave us all a bag to go.
That's awesome.
Bob, literally, purple, red, and
Are we talking about Cory's penis again?
No.
What are we,
Yes. Balls. Purple, red, and yellow potatoes that were that big. I've never seen potatoes like that.
And they were like, you could cut them with a fork, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, insanely soft. I was expecting boiling them for only that long. Like I'm like, they'd probably be a little hard. But no, it was almost like mashed potatoes in a potato
I thought I was
skin.
the only one at the table, but it's just all the good smells.
No, yeah,
Ooh, Old Bay.
Oh, and then she seasoned everything in Old. Oh,
I'm sure she had you at Old Bay.
Yeah, Cory.
She did.
Cory was like a bloodhound. He goes, "Oh, that's the Old Bay," and we go, "What?" He's like, "Oh, she just added the Old Bay." I said, "Oh, you saw?" He's like, "No, I can smell it."
Cory, do you want to know what's in there? Nope. Don't care.
all Old Bay.
Is it just water in Old Bay? Boiled water in Old Bay? I'm down.
That's what she told us.
Please give me a giant
Yeah, she said the only thing she seasoned it with was Old Bay.
Yeah.
And they were phenomenal.
Shrimp, like big
Right,
shrimp, things of corn. We should do that here.
Yes.
Yeah, if we could make moonshine, we could probably do that.
And he absolutely loved
Oh, yeah?
the apple pie moonshine.
Okay.
He was 3/4 of the way through.
Him and
a pint.
Rachel.
A pint. Oh,
Cory brought a pint.
Oh, the pint jar of moonshine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
all of a sudden-
I said, you made this with Cory? I'm like, well, Cory made it with me. I mean, the technicalities. But I said, do you like it? He's like, do you think I like it? And he points to his counter, and it's like...
It was almost already all gone.
Right.
He's like, fuck yeah, I like it. This is awesome.
Did he give his wife any of it?
Yeah, she tried it, yeah.
All right.
And I think she actually... And I think the reason why it was so good, because I think while she was cooking, she poured herself a glass of it.
Into the boil?
Yeah.
Oh, that would probably be amazing. Old Bay and moonshine.
No, but... yeah,
You know what? You're thinking about it now.
I am.
What would that be like?
I'm telling you, I'm not a huge Old Bay fan, especially that, when we went down to Hot Rock or whatever the fuck it's called.
Black Rock?
Yeah. And when we went down there,
Hot Rock.
it's not an
I
untrue.
was thinking of what you're throwing down.
It's not an untrue statement. They give you very hot rocks.
It is, yeah. That are, in fact.
Sorry, not to cut your story off real quick, but someone entered the room a little while back, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's Fiona.
What?
And I don't know why she went under the name Fiona. I finally pulled the picture out.
That's her dog's name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hello, Fiona.
That's no. She don't say hello to dogs in this podcast. we don't address canines directly unless they're in the room.
I was gonna say
Unless they're in the room.
I was like, we talk about Indy all the time.
No, that's her dog.
Okay, so it threw me off with the name. I expected.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Did Indy
Okay.
pass?
I
Out?
think,
Yes.
I think he's pining for his collar.
Oh my god. This is the happiest I've ever been.
I can
At
sleep.
2, Indy.
Doggy orgasm.
Right.
And he's out.
So freeing.
I don't know what to do with all this oxygen.
It's like the world is my CPAP machine.
Why has this been on me my entire life?
Oh yeah, tough guy. You think you're the only one that needs a breathing machine?
Think the only one that needs to breathe to sleep?
And look, I'm not even going to the table. I'm going to sleep over here.
Shallow breaths. I will encourage this kind of behavior in the future. Don't want me to be on top of your feet? Get that collar off.
Apparently it worked.
Yeah, seriously.
He's out like a light. But, yeah, what was I going to say?
About the food?
Something about Cory's penis, I'm sure.
Keep trying to remove that from my brain.
It's always
join the club.
What was it about the food?
Old Bay.
Old Bay.
Oh, yeah,
You don't
when
like
we
Old
went
Bay.
to the Hot Rock.
Yeah.
Because that lobster tail that I was so looking forward to was doused in Old Bay, and I'm like, ugh, literally that's all I could taste. And of course, Cory thought it was great.
Cory loves Old Bay.
Well, first
do you
and
put Old
foremost,
Bay on your Cheerios?
It wasn't. Yes.
All right.
It wasn't a lobster tail. It was a lobster claw.
Yes,
Was it?
but
They don't
some
put it-
but some of us got lobster tails as well.
Well, yeah, you can get them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Bob asked me if the lobster claw was edible. He asked if it was a decoration.
Yes, just a plastic.
He ordered
Claw,
lobster
right?
bisque, and it came with a lobster claw on top of it. And he's like, "Can I eat this?" I'm like, "What?"
No,
I was not expecting.
What your response should have been is, no, you should probably just give that to me. I'll take care of it.
No, he goes. No, but seriously, do you think like this is probably not one of the usable ones? Like they just put it there for looks. I'm like,
look,
no.
they even gave me this cracker to crack the lobster claw.
The funny thing was he cracked it open and it was like kind of green because of the Old Bay. And I'm like,
Yeah, I think that's what threw me. I'm like,
I said, that's
man,
not. He's like, yeah, man, maybe this is just for garnish because I don't
Doesn't
think it's supposed to
look
look like that.
right.
And then we asked her and she's like, that's the Old Bay that they soak it in. And I'm like, oh.
That's what Cory's like. What'd you say?
Oh, dude, I
Do
eat
you have an
that.
extra one of those?
He
You
eats
eat
it
that?
every time.
I eat it every
You
time.
eat that?
In fact, the first time we went, he cracked it open and it went all over me.
But what about the Old Bay?
Yeah.
That too.
Boom. How are we still coming back to Cory's penis through these stories?
We tend to have a theme with the podcast. When
Yeah, I
Today
thought we had
happens to be
several,
penis.
but
remember
Cory's
the
penis was not one of them.
Remember the breakfast theme?
Well,
Yes.
gentlemen,
Yes. Where's your sparkle sound, sir?
Turning around
Bing,
between the legs.
Bing, bing.
between the
Oh.
oh, that's
Well-
that's what lost Fiona.
The dog?
Did she leave?
She did.
Alrighty.
She's very confused right now.
Yeah, he probably immensely turned off.
Didn't realize.
All right, so
Didn't realize I was gonna.
And orgasm.
yep.
Oh, sorry, Bob.
All right, so now we're going to do a segment that we like to call Danielle's Word Box. All right, so Danielle,
This is
sorry,
Danielle's word box. That's our favorite segment.
Nick, would you like to explain to the fine listeners what we do in this segment?
So, if you wait long enough and you praise Jesus Rice, you'll have some gems that will befall you on the podcast. Some of those gems are in the form of vernacular from Danielle. So we've compiled a list of words that are difficult for Danielle to say that she hasn't seen.
All right.
And during Danielle's word box, not using any sort of accent, she's going
And
to
no-
no,
I know this one.
and no help from anyone else whose name rhymes with Schnorry.
she's going to speak in the microphone and read a word.
Schnauzer.
Wow. The word was Schnauzer.
And that was Danielle's Word Box.
I was like, oh, I know this one. Because
She a lot of times.
This is the only time she's ever smiled during this session.
I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a session or not.
And everything looks like it was relatively
Close to the actual letter.
Legible, right? Readable.
Because she usually blames me in my penmanship.
Oh yeah, she does.
I
That's what I was
do.
waiting
Is that a he or a she?
That's what I was waiting for.
I think it's a defense mechanism, so she doesn't have to read the word.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh god. What are we doing with this?
The '90s box.
Is this? We're waiting for Tony to come back again for this thing.
He has to be on the cast for the '90s box.
Oh, I did talk to my brother-in-law, and told him we needed him to come here.
Oh yeah.
To open the Dusty Christmas presents, and he's like, yeah, we need to figure it out, brother. So I'm just waiting.
We should have a segment called "What Does Old Pizza Crust Taste Like?"
Ugh.
I don't see any gathering interest in a segment like that. You have to gauge the interest in these content sessions that we're planning.
This is what we're talking about.
So you're telling me we've got between Cory's penis
No, but
and old pizza crust
diving down a wormhole and just, what
to coin a phrase.
Yeah, what is he doing? You're a part of this.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Well,
so what are you doing over there?
Googling cheese and rice.
I'm marking times for things that have happened during the podcast. When I go back into the video, I can easily find them.
But that would seem to indicate that when you do the video, you get it done quickly because you've marked the times.
This is the first time I've marked any of the times.
Oh, okay. So from now on, video editing is going to go a lot faster.
Well, yes, after having to go through an entire hour and 22 minutes of video to find times, now if I mark them down,
well, good for you.
Much easier to find.
Whatever makes your job easier.
Thanks to the text, what was it, the text editor that you showed me, yes. Yeah.
You can go with Word, but it's so much quicker to...
Well, no, and then but it's also nice that because it's just such a tiny little screen that you can pull up on.
Yeah, the only thing that's got a smaller footprint is if you want to use, there's a stick
it, but that's...
I don't like that.
Well, and those, you gotta save each individual one, and it's the layout's not as good.
I was thinking about this the other day. I have subscriptions to Dropbox and OneNote and Evernote as well. And I was watching my boss's boss. He shared a screen, and we were kind of going through different business plans for the quarter and different milestones. And he shared a screen where he was using Evernote, and he had it arranged in such a way where I'm like, God damn, that's genius what he's done.
And I have seen it when I was working on loss prevention for a company. There was a lot of people that used, the higher ups used Evernote.
Yeah.
And it like you said, it seemed pretty ingenious.
Mm-hmm.
But you needed that group of people to all be on the same page.
No, not necessarily. I know what you're talking about, and that is awesome too. But he was using it specifically just for him to track multiple projects, multiple inputs, multiple pieces of data, which included pictures and text notes, tables, graphs, charts.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, immediately I'm like, oh, this totally translates into what we're trying to do here for the things that we archive for the podcast, the things that we try to, information that we share, just like what you're writing down now for different times when different things happen. And there isn't any reason why if I'm going through the audio and I'm listening to this podcast back again in order to edit it, that I can't also jot down when this happened or different highlights and things and then put them out.